Hey guys, what's up? This is Mario here, bringing you guys another video, and today's going to be my first video on Borderlands The Handsome Collection, so hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this, and so here we go. And today I just wanted to give you guys like a first impression sort of video. In the background you're going to be seeing me taking on some of the lower level bosses in the game, like super low level, which is going to be Boom Boom, and then there's also going to be Captain Flint as well. And so yeah, as you could tell if you're like an experienced Borderlands player, that is very low level, and so I'm sorry about that. But I've literally been playing it, I think, for the past 3 days. And also excuse me for not uploading videos this week, just because my jaw's been aching, and so I've been very struggling to talk. But anyways, let's get in with the video. So this is going to be a first impressions video of what I think of the Handsome Collection. And if you don't know what the Handsome Collection is, it's essentially Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel on one disc with all of the DLC for free. Or not for free, but I meant with the game. With the actual on one disc, there's 2 games and all the DLC, and that's for the $50-$60 price tag or whatever you have to pay. But anyways, yes, so that's basically what it is, and it's remastered 1080p 60 frames on the PS4 and Xbox One. Now, my opinion on this game, considering if you don't know, I'm mainly a Destiny and PlanetSide player, or that's the 2 games that I play mostly on the channel. I would definitely pick up Borderlands if you've never played it before. Or this game if you've never played it before, because it runs very well on the PS4 and Xbox One. As you can see here, there's also a frick ton of like boxes to loot, and you can see there that was my character ranking up on badass rank, which is basically like a small leveling system where it lets you upgrade all your stats a tiny little bit. So like more health, more reload speed, fire rate, recoil, how fast your shield recharges, health recharges, I don't know. Pretty much every stat on your character you can upgrade very slightly and progressively with the badass rank system. And then you can also level up your main skills. So I'm using the Gunzerker class here, which is his name is Salvador, and basically you can like dual wield guns with your ability. Now I'm actually not going to use the ability because I'm still getting the hang of always using it when I need to. But at the minute I've not used it too much because I've not gotten used to the dual wielding side to it. But yeah, if you are, and I'm coming from a Destiny perspective here, so if you guys are play Destiny, then I would recommend actually giving Borderlands a try, simply because it's a pretty good game, to be honest. Like I play Destiny mostly, pretty much all the time, and I bought this game. It wasn't familiar. It runs at 60 frames, so if you've only played Destiny, it's going to feel very weird. But at 60 frames, it's very nice, very smooth. If you've not played it in 60 frames before, and maybe you've played Borderlands before, but you've not played it in 60 frames, then I would definitely still pick this up. But if you have played it before, like maybe you're a PC user and you've got a next-gen console, then I'd just pass, because it's basically the same thing, except without physics on PC. And so, yeah, so the graphics are pretty much the same. They're not exactly, I imagine PC is slightly better, but the graphics are very similar, is what I meant by that. The graphics are very similar if you was wondering about that. The only difference is that on the next gen consoles there's no physics, and on PC you have the option to put on physics. That's the only real downside to the console version compared to the PC version. Apart from that, Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, they're exact clones, except put on the next gen consoles. As far as gameplay goes, yes, it's very fun. It's a looter shooter. Like that's like 3.5 minutes in, and I've not mentioned that. It's a looter shooter game. You run around, you kill things, you grab the loot, and then you go around kill more things. That's just how the game works. And your character always feels like it's progressing somewhat, and the gunplay feels nice, to be honest. And one of the main things, moving away back to the graphics sort of thing again, is the art style of the game. It's very nice art style, as you can see in the background. It's got a very quirky and cartoony art style, and it's got like black outline around everything to give it that sort of like comic feel, I guess. But yeah, so the art style, great. I like the art style. The graphics are great, pretty much the same as PC except without physics. The gameplay is great. There are probably millions of guns that you can get in this game. Like, I mean, like literally like hundreds of thousands of guns that you can get. Like, I've found very few at the minute. As you can see, I'm a level 19 Gunzerker at the minute. And the max level on Borderlands 2, which is the game that I'm playing, is level 72, I believe, and I'm level 19. I played it for about, I would say I played it for about a day, like, I would say just less than a day's worth of gameplay. So of course this is going to provide you with a lot of hours of gameplay and entertainment. Yeah, so if you've not played a Borderlands game before, definitely pick it up. You don't really need to play the first one. They explain the story. If you play Borderlands 2 first, which is what I've done, you'll get the hang of the story quite quickly. Basically, I'm not gonna spoil anything here because I don't want to spoil anything. That's another reason I wanted to do low-level bosses. Half of it was because I'm a complete scrub, and second of all, it's because the story isn't really spoiled with the low-level bosses. Which isn't really a boss. Like, the first boss is like a mini boss, and then this one is like the first main one you'll encounter. But yeah, that's not all I have to say about it. I'm just trying to think of anything else that I can point out. I've talked about the progression system. There's a lot of progression in the game. There's the ranking up your character, super ability sort of thing. If you're from Destiny, it's like your supercharge, except instead of 3 upgrades, you have 3 different tiers of upgrades. Kind of like in, I'm going to use League of Legends as an example, when you have your aggressive and defensive and your utility abilities. That's a very bad example, but if you guys have played League of Legends, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. You have 3 different columns you can upgrade, is what I'm trying to say, and then you can choose which one you prefer. And it's very in-depth, is the character customization. You can use whichever guns you prefer. You can basically, yeah, you can customize your character so it uses anything. They have class mods, which is where at the bottom where it says Hoarder, that's what a class mod is. And class mods basically just add more stats to your character. So mine does 0.8 bullet regeneration every second. So basically I get like 1 bullet every 1 point something seconds, which is pretty good. Actually, and I like that ability because that's my game, that's my style of play. But you guys might have a different style of play, and so you'll choose different abilities to me. You'll choose different class mods and different things like that. And you can see there's Captain Flint, which is pretty much I think that's like the first or second main boss you'll encounter. But yeah, that's basically everything that I wanted to say about this game. We're just wrapping things up here. The loot system works similarly to Destiny. It's kind of random-ish. And it gets better as you progress through the game, except that I think it's better sort of thing when you get through the game. So in Destiny, purple weapons aren't great compared to exotic weapons, but in this game, purple weapons are good, as far as from my experience anyways. Purple weapons are good, and so are gold weapons though. Gold weapons are still amazing, it's just, I've not actually got a gold weapon yet, so yeah, I hope to get a gold weapon soon. Also, a tip for you guys, if you guys are going to go pick this up, I would definitely, let me think one sec, what was I going to say? I was going to say, oh yeah, do the side quests. There we go, I remembered. Do the side quests, because this will let you level up a lot quicker if you do the side quests. That's my one tip. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up real quick because the gameplay is about to end. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, remember to smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for daily gaming content. I'll be posting a review of this game once I get a bit further into it and get a max level character or something like that. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Links in the description below. I'll see you guys in the videos. Until then, ciao. Nice.